2026 will soon be upon us, and many people are starting to think about their New Year resolutions. What's yours going to be? Is it going to be related to language? If so, this is the video for you. Most New Year's resolutions fail, but I'm going to share with you 7 tips that will make sure that you reach your language learning goals. I'm in Orange County, California, where at the moment it's a freezing 16 degrees centigrade. That's 61 Fahrenheit. I don't know how we put up with this. A really important lesson is if at first you don't succeed, give up. I know, maybe that's wrong. Now, I think what often happens when people have resolutions, New Year or at any other time, is that people feel that once they've failed once, that's it. Doesn't mean you failed, it just means you didn't do it one day and you can go back and do it the next. Apply that to your language learning. Set realistic goals which are smart. Instead of saying, I'm going to learn German, say, I'm going to be able to order food, buy things in shops, have brief conversations with taxi drivers in German by the middle of July. If you're a collector, you need to avoid the temptation to treat language learning like you would stamp collecting, butterflies, train spotting, that kind of thing. Learning words is important, but don't fall into the trap of just collecting them. The goal is always to learn the language. So there's no point in you saying, oh, I know 5,000 words. No, you want to be able to use those words. You want to be able to recognize things that you actually want to say in contexts where you want to understand them and say them in the contexts where you want to communicate that meaning. Own your own learning. Don't let the book or the app or the teacher tell you what you want to learn. What are you interested in? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to read about? Do you want to listen to? If you don't want to learn the parts of the body, you don't have to. I speak lots of languages, but I very, very rarely talk about ankles and shins and thighs and elbows. Well, maybe more elbows. But I don't know the words for most of those things in most of the languages I speak, and it's never held me back. Now, lots of language learning methods and apps, but one that meets the kind of ideas I've been discussing and will discuss further in this video is Rosetta Stone. Sections are organised in terms of themes, and you can choose the ones that interest you and that take you towards your goals. You can work at your own pace and do things in the order that you want. There's no content that's greyed out until you pass a level. You learn new language naturally with images that help fix it in your mind instead of translation. And there's no memorizing of lists of words. Once you get going with a language, you see sentences rather than just words. And they're practical, everyday sentences that you can use straight away. There's also a really interesting system that checks your pronunciation against that of native speakers to see if what you're saying will be readily understood or not.
你的房间号码是86号。
你的房间号码是86号。
There's a special deal whereby my viewers can get 60% off a lifetime subscription to all 25 languages. So the one that you want to learn is probably in there, or the ones. Just scan the QR code on screen now, or click the link in the description below. I've always thought that the idea that there was some grammar that's more difficult than others was a bit of a myth. A bit like the guy behind me. Don't tell anyone I said that. When you learn to drive, you want to quickly go from learner to driver. So you want to go from saying, I'm going to go out and practice my parallel parking, to, I want to go to that fun place and I'm going to drive myself. It's the same with language learning. You don't want to be saying, I'm going to read that story so that I can underline new words and memorize them. Instead, you want to read the story because it's fun. because you enjoy it and because you're using the language to do something that you want to do and that you enjoy doing. Fun. That brings me to my final point. If you don't enjoy learning the language, you won't stick with it. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline gets tiring. Find something that you really enjoy doing with the language, and that will keep you coming back. Talking of coming back, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. So if you keep these 7 things in mind, you'll stand a really good chance of reaching your language goals in 2026. Now watch this video next, because the YouTube algorithm is convinced that you'll love it. Have a very, very happy and successful new year. And you can buy the t-shirt in the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.